I wanted to do a run where we just kind of see what happens instead of completely setting up who we're going to use. So I'm going to start with a little bit of a weird one. We're going to begin with the Shard and the Root to get some Revenge and Mutant to begin things off. Hopefully we find someone who can make good use of swaps. If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. I'm extremely proud to say that more than half of you guys are subbed, which isn't always the case for creators, especially considering a lot of you are also new to my channel. Hi, welcome. But chances are you're still being kept in the dark by YouTube because of this dumb little notification bell. A very small percent have set this bell to all, meaning the large majority of my viewers are unaware when I release a new video. I put out new ones all the time, whether it's new roguelikes, demos, single player, online, good games, bad games, the list goes on. So don't miss out and be sure to subscribe and set that dumb little bell to all. It helps keep my channel alive so I can continue to make videos like this one for all of you awesome dudes out there. You can also join my Discord linked in the description down below to be notified when new videos or streams go live. It's a fun community over there, you'll enjoy it, they make fun of me a lot. Thank you for your time, back to the video. My goodness, okay, I'm not doing that without extra damage or at least a second skull in the future. Like, just taking little basic Skullboy in there without any extra damage or a teammate. Takes him a minute to clear through all of that, but we somehow managed to pick up an extra Revenge with the Hate Stone and Prayer of Grace along the way. Is breaking... Did I break any bones? I think I broke one skull along the way. It's a bit of a slow start. We have the Clown in here in the store with us. I'm not going to grab him. We already did Clown not too long ago. So instead, what might help me determine what kind of run we're going to do would be whatever legendary items we find. And getting the Goblet of Battlefields this early... I mean... I could take it. We just need to find someone who can make use of it. What else do we have down here? We've got the standard issue sword we could take. I mean, that's always a given. We could grab that. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to be a magical or a physical run just yet. Masterpiece implies physical. I'm just going to do a little bit of rolling until I see something that stands out as being like, wow, that's a great item and I should take that. I see another Masterpiece, to be honest. I mean, we've got the rare Masterpiece Berserker's Gauntlet over here that gives us 4 Revenge by equipping it. It might just be a physical Revenge Masterpiece type of build. And we could definitely do that. I mean, at 4 Revenge, for 4 seconds while seeking Revenge, damage received is decreased. And for every 10 life lost, the damage dealt is amplified. So the weaker we get, the more damage we deal. Including the healing that we get back. It's kind of nice. We might do that. I need to find a teammate, though. I need to find a teammate. I'd rather just keep Little Skull right now. If you don't have anyone else and you're in the shop and you go to trade in for another skull like we did before when I was looking at Clown. Hang on. So with this we can because of the Battlefields thing we can throw head. Damn. Throw head, smack him. He's too mobile. Throw head, smack him, retrieve head, smack him to get as many goblet procs as we possibly can. It's a bit tricky though. I'd rather be doing this with someone else. Someone else with different skills. Who do we have? We have... Thief is an interesting choice, but no, if anything, I might take Slime. I might take the boy Slime. Revenge... along with Masterpiece and some slime action to keep us safe when things get rough. This might be a pretty, you know, an interesting run depending on who we find. I just need to find a good teammate. What was I in the middle of trying to say before I got distracted there? If you try and trade in a skull at the shop when you don't have any other characters besides base skull, he just rotates you out, so I would lose my little boy skull and I just gain Clown. I don't want to be solo Clown. Certainly not solo Clown. Oh, boing. Against, the world as it stands. No. Tornado Tree is very annoying. Get out of here. Where are all the... Yep, there we go. Yep, there we go. It's good for clearing mobs. I like it, dude. It's good for clearing mobs. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm sick of looking at you. Get out of here. What a slow beginning. Bomber. I mean, there's no reason not to pick him up just to have him, but... At the same time, diligent viewer, it's not Kabuma. Therefore, I don't care. I don't care as much. We'll find someone else. But I mean, there is also the possibility that I'll upgrade him. Dude, I can just do this, dude. I can just throw my head at you. And if I upgrade him, he might get Kabuma as his second skill. There's always a chance. There's always a chance with Kabuma. I'm slime. Nah, I'm gonna come over here. And we're gonna delay the explosion a little bit. Then we're gonna run in. We're gonna go boom! And they're all gonna die. How good was that? It wasn't good. It was too long. It took too long, man. For that amount of damage? God, I could get you that kind of damage at half the price. Die. I hate these assassin dudes that are too, you know... They teleport too much. They flip around. They do too many things. Oh, I didn't want to break all those little extra explosives. Sir, thank you. What a problem you are. What do we get? Carleon Staff. I mean, we're already kind of deep in the Masterpiece Revenge. I could take the stick for now, just to get some extra magic damage from our little boys. Until we manage to boost up a little bit more. Oh, nothing there. We got to keep an eye out for... I want to say preferably keep an eye out for something that gives us more Masterpiece, but... might be asking for a little bit much at this point in the run. Do you think? Maybe. Maybe. Invisible Knife? Ah, that'd be the way to go if I wasn't already... So, damn. Inner Flame with a Kabuma magic run would also be kind of nice, but I don't know. I should take this, to be fair. I don't really have any good treasure stuff, but even just gold gain by 25% is a good way to start. We need some money. We need some income. If I keep rolling, I'm not going to get a good legendary. I'm just going to get disappointed. Let's grab this. And tell you what, we'll lock in treasure at the start. Be really greedy with it. And we'll do that. And... man. But I'd rather replace Bomber and take little Thief Man in the meantime. What you consider crazy, I consider a good idea. Just do this. That was weird. That was really weird. Oh, I went right back into that. Do me a favor, perish. Do me a favor, perish, die. Get out of my way. Blessing! Man, I saw at least 2 or 3 spirits already as well. This is strange. Stop doing this to me. It's putting me all over the place. I need you to be a little bit more decisive, video game, with what you're doing for me. Yep. There we go. Thief is always a nice lad. He always helps out. He's always good. I feel like spinning into these with Skull Swap should break them faster. He's lumberjacking the hell out of those vines. My boy should be tearing it up. No. Die. Reminds me of a tweet I made, not too long ago. I was in a Discord call with Fraud Mumpy and Seven Ice at one point, and we were watching... He was having us watch, like... lumberjack competition stuff, where it's like cutting wood, but speed running it. For competitive sake, like country versus country kind of thing. It was unusually compelling, I will say, you know. The Aussie lad won, I believe, which made me really happy. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I didn't realize Australians were that good at cutting trees compared to other places, but I'm glad that we are. But it had an idea spark in my head that it'd be a really cool idea for a fighting game where every character is a type of tree, like cedar trees, willows, oaks, pines, all that kind of stuff. And they have various different weapons to help facilitate their archetype. I went the wrong way. Like, you know, characters using dual hatchets, a big two-handed cleaver kind of axe, or, you know, those big, like, ripping and tearing left and right buzzsaw axes kind of deal. And the whole idea is that these guys are trying to kill each other, but they're all trees, so it doesn't have to be, like, Mortal Kombat levels of gory and awful. It can be just, you know, trees, you know, cutting into each other, granted, but nowhere near as visceral. You can get kind of, you know, between, like, the pseudo-wudo type of design versus treants and ents and stuff like that. Get creative with it. I think it'd be a wacky and silly and probably kind of stupid idea, but I like it. He is not dying fast enough. We have no damage. We got no deeps. We got no deeps. I can't tell if that's doing much. Like, my god. We need damage. Damage? Where the damage at? Thank you. Die. Alright, lad, looking at what we've got right now, we need to get that third masterpiece ASAP. We need some courage ASAP. We need some numbers to go up. That took forever. I do not want this run to be that for the entirety of it. The revenge is helping, but ooh, wait a minute. There's some stuff here. There's a little bit of something here. We got Medusa, we got Orc. Man. We've also got the Ritual Stick, which would be really good for Artifact and Wisdom. Are we already locked into... I don't think we are. I do have the basic stick. I could go Magic still. I could go Magic Revenge. I know Orc is here, but then again, so is Medusa. But then again, so is the stick. I'm taking the stick. I'm going to play this by ear. We are still not sure what we're doing. The end of Act 1, you don't know anything yet. Act 1 is who cares. As a result, I might take... What do we got? 5? Yeah, okay. Well, actually, we got 6, because Masterpiece is there as well. Yep, let's just do what we normally do. We need to get some damage. And I think regardless of what kind of direction we go in, Silent Cries is pretty much universal. It helps everyone, except for Champion, I guess, but it helps enough people. Let's get moving. I'm not going to spend any bones yet. We don't even know who the hell we're playing with yet. No, don't do that to me. Just get a little swappy, spinny, smacky in here. There we go. There we go. I guess it just comes down to what we get first. Do we get a really good skull that could benefit from either magic build or masterpiece build? Or do we get a good magic boy? There's any number of good magic boys you could find that could do magic revenge. That's just nice. Honestly, Rider isn't really the way to go, right? Nah. He doesn't really help me with either of my dilemmas here. Physically, he's a fine physical skull, but he's too dependent on the bike. Like, he needs good cooldown stuff. I use him with, like, cooldown builds, a bit like Yaksha, where the best way to use him is to, like, spam the shit out of his abilities and make him less oomph, more spammy. Die. I don't want to tell this lady to go away and not come back, just in case. I could have kept Bomber. I should have kept Bomber. If I could have gotten Kabuma by rotating abilities or upgrading him, the Magic Revenge build would have 100% been worth it. Super worth it. But instead, I'm stuck with this crap. No, don't do that. It's alright. My revenge will help me. There we go. To be fair, the masterpiece, not the masterpiece, the goblet. The goblet effect is kind of kicking ass. Very handy. Very handy right now for clearing these mobs, considering how much we're sucking with the DPS. Irresistible suggestion. 100% more fizz. Double the effect when I die one. Oh, but then Fighter's Belt. Wait a minute. We're back to Masterpiece stuff. Shit. Tell you what. I'll ditch the Prayer of Grace in favor of the Fighter's Belt. Let's keep going and see what we get. Ent? To be fair, Revenge Ent with a ton of Masterpiece wouldn't be that bad. It certainly wouldn't be terrible. You know what we'll do? Whoop. There you go. We'll take Ent for the beginning, and we just need to see where we... Oh, look, more Revenge. We need to see where we go with this. So what Revenge have I got right now? I could get rid of the Hate Stone if I was going to go Ent. Replace that with this Whip, and I get more gold gain. We make a lot of money. My treasure... no longer needs to be locked in. We get crit rate. That's a pretty good deal. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty good deal. Considering that all for magic I've got is these three, but I've got 3 of these for a physical build. Mutant's pretty good. It would have been good for Bomber as well. I don't think I'm gonna keep that. I don't know. I might just do this. Let me do this. Hate Stone's not really mandatory for... Well, it's got Artifact. It's pretty good for magic builds. You just see... Ah. And then the sword. Okay, we might do physical. Alright, alright. The game is leaning me in one direction, alright? We... do this. And then how much courage do I haven't got enough courage, so... Lock courage in. We need that extra damage. So we've got 3 Masterpiece, 4 Revenge, 2 Spoils, 3 Treasure. Antique, Brawl, Wisdom, Mystery. I might lock in Mystery because 2 Mystery is pretty nice. Unless... we can find other stuff. I can afford 1 more. We can afford 1 more. It's not a great reroll, I'm not gonna lie. It's not good. But we can sell these. And then we're gonna use... I want 2 mystery. So now we've got... how many is that? 7? 7 inscriptions at level 2 and above. We've got 175% more damage out of that. What's our deep sitting at? 516% physical? Not bad. We'll go from here. We just need to replace Thief. We replace Thief with something else. And we go from there. Bonk. We just need someone who can either A, help us swap a ton, or B... bonk. Or B... let Boy get away with doing some more big damage, but hopefully he'll be okay. Werewolf? It's the worst kind of werewolf, but you know what? It's probably still better than Thief for now. Thief is not really what we want. Here we go. Slime's gonna help. Slime's gonna help a ton with making sure that we don't get hit too badly. Max life increase? Yeah, they're trying to make him tanky. They're trying to make my boy Ent a bit of a tank out here. It's been a minute since I've done a decent Ent run anyway, so this feels kind of decent, you know? Kind of good. It feels kinda fire, I'm not gonna lie. Kinda nice. Just pulling up my thing here. Have you guys heard all the news? The world has lost its mind. Everything's gone absolutely crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, let's get some grass down. Let's touch the almighty grass. So, as far as everything going absolutely batshit insane... don't do it. Oh, she did it. Well, Palworld is probably winning its lawsuit, which is great news for all of us, because I hated the idea that Nintendo were going to take Palworld for a ride. All because of creatures in balls, which is really, really silly. I don't know if they have definitively won or so, but it looks like they're losing. But there's definitely an opportunity for Nintendo to try and push this further, or change some of the stuff they mess with. Living armor. Been a minute since I considered living armor. I should give him a whirl, maybe. Outside of that, what else? AI taking over with a lot more areas that we don't want them in. So, the first big one, I think, is Square Enix saying that they want to eventually reach a point where AI is handling 70% of their QA testing and their bug fixing, etc., or their bug detection, I think. Which is... I want to say that's optimistic to say the least. A little bit scary to say the most. The idea that they want... come here. That much automation to be handled by AI for a company as large and known as... damn, it's not big enough yet. As Square, but I don't know. They do them, I guess. Square have been having a pretty hard time lately with trying to find an audience. I mean, I understand that they're not losing money, but they are struggling to find new audiences. Warlock I haven't found in a while. That'd be a good guy to mess around with. Do some Warlock stuff, maybe. There, die. What else? So the AI situation with Crafton. Now, the single most successful video on my entire channel is the Subnautica one, much to my ire, because it's... I'm glad that it did so well, but this is my thalassophobia basically proving that people like watching me suffer. But people have asked for a long time now, or at least since last year when it came out, if I'm going to do the other game, Below Zero. And I said to them that people have told me for a while now that Below Zero is just not as good a game. It's not a bad game. It's just that coming off of Subnautica 1 going into Below Zero might be a little bit of a... not a letdown, but a sobering experience, because you'll notice that it's just not as... they really don't want me to grass, do they? It's not quite as nice. Take that. So I said I would skip that one in the meantime, and I would wait for Subnautica 2, thinking it would come along a little bit earlier than not, but, you know, what we've discovered is... nah. That's not the case. Crafton have acquired the studio that made them. They originally had the original team working on it, but since then they've gone through changes. The original... I think the three main head developers who were responsible for making the first Subnautica have been let go from that studio now. They're no longer working there, and I think a lot of the staff that were originally working on it have kind of shifted over, as the new parent company wants them to make it a bit quicker and a bit faster and more efficient. And Crafton, the company that now owns them, are talking about becoming an AI-first type of company, which, after all of the numerous degrees of negativity that the parent company has been under for screwing up development of the game, messing with the people who are working on it. There's just been a lot of drama behind the scenes. This news about AI maybe going into Subnautica and helping to conduct QA, fixing it, writing it, potentially. I don't know about code. I would really hope that they don't do that, but you never know. It doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, you know, if you're a Subnautica fan. I don't know what the rest of the Subnautica community have been talking about. I'm not exactly, you know, clicked into those guys. I tried to stay as far away from angry fish in the water as possible. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're not pleased, or at the very least if they're scared and concerned. This is the same parent studio that now has... they're the PUBG guys. They got Tango Works, so I think they have the Hi-Fi Rush studio now, among other things. Knight's Determination would be a really good replacement for any one of my bad revenge items, which probably Rejuvenating Root. But Mutant is pretty good. If I find a good partner for Ent, I can do Mutant swapping back and forth and try and keep the grass going. Oh, but do I really want to keep the Rejuvenating Root specifically for Mutant? Probably not. Probably not. I'll get this and replace the Root. Because I do want to keep the Skull of Quartz, and I do want to keep that. We need to keep that. Yeah, get rid of this. The axe is pretty good. We can get our mutant back. The problem is... Oh, I can just get rid of the stick. Yeah, I didn't realize we still had the staff there. Nah, get rid of that. One more rotate. One more. Ah, is it wheel time? I don't know if it's wheel time, because I got to keep room for my masterpiece. I've only got 3. Assuming that the next masterpiece items, the next 2, are going to be replacing things like... The gold incense burner is 4. So we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one is just thrown into transform, and the rest of the items are kept for the most part. Unless I want to take mystery and stick mystery with the higher revenge so that we can keep 4 revenge and we don't take 2 mystery. But 2 mystery is pretty nice. It does a fair bit, to be honest. I do like it. Maybe not. We'll move on and we'll just wait. I should maybe buy some bones, though. I want bones. Give me bones. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not necessarily looking that forward to Subnautica 2 anymore as a result of all of the news about what's happening with the company, etc. It doesn't inspire great confidence. There we go. I didn't swap in on the right plane of grass. I apologize. I've messed up my Ent shenanigans. Could you ever forgive me? What else have I got? Halo on PlayStation. That was a little while ago. I'm late to the new... Well, I'm not exactly late. I've known about this, but I'm talking about it now while I'm just running through doing this stuff. Halo on PlayStation. What a crazy time. I did a lot of system linking with... Ooh. Damn. Damn. Maybe Ent's gonna ride the back seat a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I just get my ninja leveled up to full and I do some ninja shenanigans. You know? Maybe I just do some ninja shit. We love doing ninja shit, don't we? I've been saying I was gonna do some ninja stuff for a minute now. He did the big grab, but he missed. I've already gotten Ent to what? Unique? Okay, we can't get rid of Ent, but what I might do is just keep him around and we'll get... Dude, I'm not kidding. I might just do Ninja. Ninja is really fun. And Masterpiece Ninja with Revenge? Scary, dude. Sounds scary. Yeah, Halo going to PlayStation. Apparently Xbox are no longer concerned about the console war deals. They're not really concerned about PlayStation or Nintendo being their competitors. They're more worried about media in general. They feel like they're competing more with things like Netflix and live server streaming and stuff like that, you know. Video games are no longer, you know, the demographic issue that they need to contend with. It's people's attention being put on stuff like anime and, I don't know, Netflix and whatever the fuck. Which I'm not surprised at. That seems to be the big issue that a lot of things are trying to compete with now is, like, you know, how do you... I messed up. Don't worry, we can get it back. How do you compete with some of the stuff out there right now? It must be difficult. Oh. Oh, I messed that up. And I thought I timed it really well. Swap, do that, do that, do that. Drop some grass before we disappear. Let me do one of these. Bonk. Bonk. We'll slime it. We'll ent it. We'll bonk. We'll grab her. We won't grab her. Respectfully, we won't grab her. Drop some more grass. We've got quite a few sets of grass down right now. We've almost covered the entire floor. Hell yeah. But no, Halo on PlayStation is wild. I remember doing system linking with a friend of mine way back in the day when we were like, you know, 13, 14 years old. We connect our Xboxes up with, you know, 2 TVs and do it the old-fashioned way, you know, connecting to play, you know, 8-player multiplayer. It was insane. But apparently at the same time, like Halo on PlayStation, Halo 1 remake, but also... I might just take the $700 to just break one of these. I don't really care about anything else. I gotta do a skull-only mana like a mage necklace mana bone run again at some point. Might be kind of nice. All of these things are happening for Halo, but at the same time, apparently Halo Infinite is going into maintenance mode. Like, they're done. That's it. Halo Infinite's, you know, their live service, Halo Infinite, turns out to be Halo Finite, and it's finished. Which is sad, you know, you don't hear about Halo that much anymore. It's kind of like, everyone knows Master Chief, but no one really talks about playing Halo or really enjoying Halo anymore. Makes me sad. Weakness exposure is good for Ninja, not good for Ent, but I'm telling you, dude, I might just lean into Ninja a lot more than Ent. We might just pull a complete, you know, 180 on this build. Being able to put grass down and swap in and out of Ent for safety is kind of nice. But as far as the main boy, I think we might just make Ninja the main boy. We've spent a lot of bones at this point. Unless I find a teammate for Ninja that's insanely good, I might just keep it the way it is. And we'll cross our fingers and hope for the best. You're a beefy one. There you go, have some of that. Really? These pricks are too strong for their own good. There we go. Come over here. Thank you. Come over here. Thank you. God, I love it, dude. He feels so nice. Rider. No, I'm not doing Rider. I'm not doing it. 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 You can't make me. You think you can, but you can't. Oh, I didn't have that one ready yet? Shit. He is blitzing, though. He's doing what he does. God damn, dude. Oh shit, I pushed that over there. No. Sorry, Frieza. No. Very nice. Oh my god. Fine. I've got 4 revenge for a reason. Fine. It's time for this to go. Wow. And that's going to transform into the one that wants me to destroy them all at the same time. So once we get them, we're going to be breaking. Which is cool, but scary at the same time. Hello. It's time. Time came really quickly. I didn't realize it'd be that quick. Damn, this is scary. So let's do this. There we go. Made. So now the cup increases. We get a 60% increase for each masterpiece in possession, but we also get a 50% increase for each one with masterpiece that's destroyed. So it's only a little bit less, but it saves room, and like it's generally agreed upon, I would think, by most folks that you don't need to keep 5 masterpiece once you've transformed the main ones you want to like actually use. So the cup, the goblet now being transformed is really good. It deals more damage when enemies are lower health, and what is it? The following effects based on enemies hit, so you get more damage at the slash when there's one dude, and area increase when there's more dudes. It's just good now. Like, this is just better for single target as well now. Before it was like mostly AoE, but now it's good for hitting one dude. These two are going to be kept no matter what. I would say Champion's Belt is okay for Ninja, but I'd rather get the Sage's one. I don't think the Berserker's Gauntlet is that worth keeping. The warrior glove is okay to keep, only because of courage. I might get rid of this one moving forward. And then lock in... Do I already have revenge locked in? I don't. I might just abandon mystery and do it that way. I can't really fit any of these in the build right now. What I want to try and do is squeeze in one more courage. And that courage might be where I destroy one of our masterpiece items. I kind of want to hold on to 4 in case I find Sage's time. I can transform it. I don't want to lose my ability to transform. So I'm looking for courage and masterpiece. Oh, it would be so funny. Please. No way, dude. No way. Are you kidding me? Wow. This is really good for us, because now I have 1 too many courage, and I can just take out of courage and put that into revenge to get back to 4 and not have to lose mystery. Wow. But we only have 4 now for our collection desire. We've kind of... Yeah. I mean, 100% damage is still 100% damage. I think 4 is like the minimum I'd go with before I start giving up on it, but it's okay. We can keep this for now. Damn, by the way, just damn. So, for this instance, I recommend breaking this. We get our upgrade, but that also puts it back in the item pool, so now we have a chance at finding that again. I'm not going to break the axe just now, because I don't... Wait a minute. Damn. Is the game aware? Is the game, like, aware? Would I rather keep blooming blade shards? Bleeding allows you to swing double blade shards with more than 1 to 4 seconds. I don't think so. I genuinely don't think I want to keep it. I'm looking for Sage's time for this. Hang on, destroy it. Cup of Longing gets better. Roll it down again. We get some one more. Doesn't matter. We made good progress here. We got a lot done here. I'm almost tempted to give up on slime. Maybe get that troll up there, but I don't have enough money if I sell this, do I? I do. Do I ditch slime for troll? I might keep slime, no. I've got an omen on me. I need to be safe. Be safe out there, you know? Damn, we are doing some damage now, though. Holy crap. Hold on a minute. That was very quick. That was very quick. Gee, Beelz, it's almost like you've got a strong build going. I know. Don't have to tell me twice. How far does he get, by the way? Oh, he gets pretty far when he does that. Damn, the jumping... I'm not gonna lie, when you jump in the air and you get Flash Phantom Slash in the air... Yeah, Flash Phantom Slash does a lot of damage. I'm not doubling it up either. I need to start stacking it. Because you can use it at the same time as other skills the same way that Samurai's ability works. We need to do that. We need to hit her so she teleports. Oh shit, lady. Sure thing, dude. Sure thing, dude. That's insane. That's insane. That's really good. That's very, very nice. I should have slimed at least once. I'm just not going to end up using Ent anymore, am I? Oh, that kind of blows. I feel bad for him. I might even break him, to be honest. Get some extra bones for upgrading my stats. You were baited into thinking that this was going to be a particular run? Nah, it's another run entirely. But it's a good one still. It is a good one. Wow, did I land in that? Dude, doing that at the same time... Dude, these two aerial skills combined? Kind of insane. Guy, I just don't know if I care. Like, Like, if you do... It says you can do it at the same time. I don't even see it. It's that covered up with all the effects. Oh my god, dude. Dude! Dude! He is doing so much. He is doing so much right now. I need to get some more masterpiece items. We need to break some more. Jesus. Break that. Maybe it's not a great combo. I don't know. I can't tell if it's doing a lot or not. I love his mobility. I love how Ninja can just fly, basically. He's such a cheater. He just does whatever the hell he wants. It's great. Nah, we're probably not going to get ultra lucky here the same way we already have. Honestly, looking at the build right now, if I can just kind of hover around the 3 Masterpiece, 4 Revenge, 4 Courage, 2 Mystery set, like, kind of area, we're kind of looking pretty. Yeah, we're kind of looking nice for it, you know? This would be... Oh my god, I almost didn't notice that Mithril Gear was here. This is one of our boys. One of our boys. Dash attacks? Nah, forget that. We break you. We break you and put you back in the collective. Thank you for the power upgrade. Is that the heart? Is that the heart of the setting? Oh my god, it might be the heart of the setting. Wow! We can afford one more reroll, you know, a little something. There's nothing here for us. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Dude, the Manatech Gravity Generator with this build would kind of... That would be really... That'd be really good. Do I only have these 2 for my courage now? No, I have another... Where's my other courage? Oh, that's right, it's on the glove. I might ditch the sword. I might just ditch the sword and pick this up, because with the amount of skill spam we're doing, Gravity Generator, kind of funny. Not gonna lie, kind of funny. Oh my god. Frieza, what happened? Wow. Wow. Well, damn, dude. I wasn't wrong. It's kinda stupid. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright, bro. That's... I mean, it's Ninja, dude. I don't get guys who don't like Ninja. I get it. He's a bit difficult to control sometimes, but man, is he good. Man, is he good. What was the other thing I was going to mention? I've been trying to remember the other... I had a little talking point I was going to bring up. Oh yeah, apparently Funko Pops might be going extinct soon. Apparently the company is having a hard time keeping them alive, and they might not make it another year. You know, like, this might be their last year of being a thing. How crazy is that? Funkos have been around for a while now. The notion that Funkos might just go out of business and not be a thing anymore? Kind of wild. I have a couple myself. I haven't... Wow! 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 My crit chance isn't high enough. I don't have thieves. I can't... I should have picked up Trollman. Oh, it would have been great. But then again, the Olive Tree Cudgel, one of the best items in the entire game. I guess I just get rid of the damn glove. I don't need... This does screw me in transforming another item if I did find my Sage's time, but I can just keep Champion's Belt and these other 2 and just keep 3 for the effect that we need. Like, Masterpiece doesn't need to go to 5, it just needs to stay at 3 for the 70% boost. I think the glove is gone. Like, if the trade-off is get rid of glove for the Olive Tree Cudgel, genuinely one of the most powerful goddamn items in the entire game. Like, top 3, easy. If not top 2. Yeah, we're doing this. So health boost. Whenever we attack with skills, we get an extra earthquake, which coincides with our gravity generator. So now all of our skills are just doing double the extra effects. 100% more damage. All we need to do is die, which we have one empty dark ability slot, so I can put in the effect that I can put in this dark ability over here. Melanophobia. And it's too late for that. We put in last resistance, and then we die on purpose to probably Joan, or before a shop. If you want to get food back, you could do that. But it's probably safer just to die before a boss fight when you know you're gonna, like, Joan's safe because you just have to go, like, you get healing back from the Joan chest. And then you could buy some health in the shop if you want. But we need to do this and have it be used as kind of like a throwaway death so that we can trigger the final effect on Olive Tree Cudgel. There is a lot of, like, math and reason that goes into this. I've explained it numerous times before. I'm pretty sure most of you understand already why we're doing this, as opposed to just waiting to die the first time around anyway. But that 20% damage decrease and the 20% damage amp is too good to waste. We need to get that effect quickly, and the best way to do it is to kind of die on purpose. I'm just going to dump some more into damage at this point, dude. I don't really have the bones anymore. Upgrading Ent. How many did we spend? We spent at least 30? Yeah, 10 and 30 bones got spent into Ent, and we'd only get like 20, 22 back. It's like an 8 bone deficit. That's not bad. We could just destroy Ent if we need to. Not that I really want to. I mean, Ent did nothing wrong. Do we have the money for this? I mean, we could mess around with it. We could see how it goes. No, don't do it. There we go. 500 bucks. Not great. Deficit, please. Please. It was worth trying. If I'd found a masterpiece in there, that would have been very worth it. Die. Don't want you to mess with me, buddy. Damn, he's just so cool. Is this the Ryu Hayabusa? Is this him? Is this him in My Skull, the Hero Slayer? Sorry, but there's just not anything that I want there. How dare you? It's you doing it. I thought the guy upstairs... Oh, wait, it might be a guy upstairs still. Fine. I get it. You've discovered me. I might not pair the jumping R2 and L2 together, just so I can move while doing that. Because this thing holds me in place a bit. If I'm on, like, a stationary, like a boss is standing still, maybe. But I can activate the L2 and do aerial attacks and kind of drag that attack across the screen a bit more for better cleave. No? No? You're jacking me for some funds? Yeah? You're taking my stuff? That's fine, I guess. I was hoping for a masterpiece item, but you don't have to, I guess. It always looks like that door's open, you know? I always think maybe I should go in there and see who's hiding in there and hanging out. Yeah, see, look at that. Dragging that across the screen, very good. Damn! This low to the ground aerial attack, doing this, very nice. It's very nice for obliterating it. Another Rider. They really want me to take Rider. My boy King. Shoutouts to the King video that we just did. I should have maybe taken... you're back. Luckily for us, I don't think the cup cares if it's been transformed or not. So we destroyed the Warrior's Glove here. Goes up to 8. I think it goes up by 2 if you... Does it go up by 2 if it's transformed when it breaks? Kinda sucks if that's the case. for us because we had to get rid of our other ones, but the cudgel is worth it. Am I concerned about any of this? Like, mystery is now at 3, right? We could replace mystery with something like antique or treasure we don't really need. I'm not going to get 4 mystery at this rate, but I could go into antique just to get that extra 25% damage boost. And a bit of survivability, to be fair. Let's do that. There we go. I haven't got enough money to do a reroll anymore. We're kind of broke. I'm kind of a broke bum at the moment. No. No, don't do that. Don't even think about it. Don't even consider it. Don't even muse the idea. Who dares? Who dares survive in my world? Die. In my world, you perish. You know what? I need the bones. I'm just breaking him. I'm so sorry, Ant, but it's not your time. Not now. Not anymore. God, brawler on this guy? What a nightmare. Yeah, alright, bro. Alright, bro. Alright. No! Wait, no, I had the ring before. I've had 2 rings. 2 rings have shown up, but no sword. That's fine. I can't fit it. At this point, I really am just breaking masterpieces and then moving on. I think the itemization is kind of done. We're just racing to the end. Hello, lady. I could also die in this fight, to be fair. If I want to get the effect nice and early. Maybe I should. Do I? Damn! That was a lot of damage really quickly, lady. My god. You heard the da-da! So we've got our 20% less damage taken and damage and by 20%. We still have our other secondary life. We didn't lose the other one. We just lost the one that we got from the dark ability. The dark ability is now gone. We've got that empty slot back, which means we can take another better one later. And I have plenty of bone fragments to now dump into this and increase our health. And every time you increase your max health, it heals you for a little bit. You get 10 extra max health, and you also heal for 20, so we're getting a little bit more health back each time. So now we're back up to 246. Not the end of the world just yet, although that guy hit me for 9 damage as he died does piss me off. I'm so angry. I've never been more furious. Not since I was an Xbox fan, finding out that Halo's on PlayStation now. The end of the world. Oh, don't care. Just break all of this. The goal now is just to not... Oh, not this room. I thought we were going to get lucky and not have to worry about this room, dude. No, don't do it. I hate this guy. Oh, really? Really so? Tell you what. If I say, fuck you, die. Oh, not you. Oh, wow, he died so dude. I blitzed him. That was like canon. What a canon event. Just schmooved right through him and he blew up. Shadow Knights is pretty cool. I haven't had a good excuse to use Shadow Knights genuinely since like the 1.0 release. It's been a minute since Shadow Knights was like the thing. I'm gonna buy some healing. I probably could do with not doing this, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, to be honest. Especially with how much we're messing around with Omen and extra damage taken. There's just a lot of possibility for death, and if we don't need to tempt it, there's no need. You know, just don't do it. We good? Feels like that blitzed everyone. Yep. Let me get over here, and we're gonna summon goons. We're gonna do this, then we do this, and then they're all dead, and we can dash out. We can go free the sweetest knight that ever existed in the realm of darkness. who also gives us a sweet treat. Oh wait, did he come down and land on the ground and get himself killed? He did. What a silly fella. Careful, ball man. Nah, you can die from that. See, he sits still long enough that I can do both of my aerials at the same time and kill him with it. Another king. So many of them. That's two. Wow. I didn't need to buy the food in the shop at all. I could have just waited and found you. I'm not going to waste your charity, though. Of course I'm going to take your stuff. What did you give me? The fruits of love? Thank you. Thank you so much. What a sweet heart. No. Die. Wait, that hit me? Ow! I thought I got airborne in time. Ow! Oh, it's so sweet. It's kind of reminding me of my Ninja Gaiden 4 playthrough. Just schmoving all over the screen. Literally obliterating dudes. It's a good time. It's a very good time. They've captured the essence with the ninja skull, you know? Ludicrous movement, massive damage that kills dudes instantly. But because I've got Omen, it's kind of true, because I'm also liable to die immediately if I make a single mistake. So it kind of, you know, it can an event. It's an actual Ninja Gaiden run. Oh my god. Stop, 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 stop. There is no stopping. You cannot stop this. Pick up the mana tech. Get all my coolies back. I gotta be really careful here, because this is where it gets kind of easy to make very dumb mistakes. Step into the middle of like a big set of balls and blow myself up immediately. Are we like, I just saw it. No, 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 not that. This. I had the gunpowder sword back at the end of the Chimera fight. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Stupid Heart of the Ascetic. It's probably more worthwhile to get some cash. I'm not going to worry about the gunpowders. I can't really squeeze them. We've got a really, really, really strong build going already. Like, Knight's Determination paired with Revenge is going to keep us alive a lot. We've got all this bonus health on top. The effect of Omen is still going to be felt, but given how much health we've got and all the damage reduction stuff that we've got, it won't be felt terribly. We've got 9 to invest in. I could just do Super Baby and get some extra health to kind of sweeten the deal so we don't blow up against Dad. You could even take it again. I think Predicted Pain might be the way to go. Dealing skill damage to enemy, skill damage dealt to the same enemy is amped by 12% for 2 seconds. By up to 60%. We are spamming a lot of skill damage. This would be the way to go. Or I take Kingslayer and just shave off numbers, but nah, give me Predicted Pain. We've got just enough to upgrade all of it. 9 is exactly what we need. I'm not worried about our damage. I'm worried about our survival, given that we have a Omen with us, so we'll just upgrade the rest of the health and move on. We didn't really get many, like, big boosters when it came to skulls. No legendary boys. Was there no legendaries? No, there was no legendaries in this one. Nothing to really... the circulator. You bastard. This is what I need. Oh... dear. I've got Revenge and... what? Antique locked in? Man. Everything kind of has to stay. Like, what would I even do? I want to keep my revenge at 4. I'd have to abandon the revenge build if I want to change it and take that item. I need to keep at least U3 plus revenge locked in, the 3 masterpiece items. This is my 2 courage, 3, 4 courage, and then the other one locked in is nothing. That's just to fill in space. I can't fit you. I need everything in this build. But I would love, this would honestly complete the build. How do I squeeze this? I can't squeeze it. Hang on, I don't have... I was gonna say, I could lock in courage and ditch... Because I can't ditch this, that's 2 courage. I can't ditch this, it's too good. If I ditch the gravity generator, I don't need the mana tech it provides. I ditch this, I go down 1 courage, I change this into courage to keep the 4, and then I can buy you. I lose the gravity generator's damaging effect, but that's honestly such a baby world issue compared to how devastating it's going to be having Manatech Circulator working on all of my cooldowns for Ninja. Like, this is the item. Sage's Time is built for him, and this is... I mean, it's not built for him, but it's built to make everything gross, dude. It really is. It's like with Silent Cries at the same time. I'm going to die to Dad, not because of Dad genuinely, like, just screwing me over. I'm gonna die to Dad because I can't see what the hell's going on, because the skill spam is gonna be so real. There's gonna be so much skill spam, I'm not gonna know what the hell's going on. And that frightens me. But we'll see what we can do. Well, let's hope for the burst. I have slime. I gotta remember I have slime. I can... Jeez. Wait. I just remembered. Ninja's not good at dealing with that. Wow. Wow. Calm, dude. Calm yourself, please. What is that? I'm scared, man. I'm gonna get hit by so much shit that I shouldn't. I'm stepping in bad. Ow. Oh. Dead during first ultimate? Didn't quite get it out in time. I was gonna say he's either gonna suck, which would kill me, or he's going to do the lines on the screen ult, which he didn't even get to finish. I genuinely just lost control of my character for long enough that all my dashing around just ran me into the spikes on the ground, and I took at least, like, what, 80 to 120 damage just... Yeah, we took a lot of damage just accidentally running into stuff. Can you imagine if he'd actually hit me with some big stuff? Oh... Omen is scary. But then again, the Omen is giving us a ton of damage. Alright, so the modified revenge we saw before not too long ago, you can now take revenge after evading an enemy attack with a dash. Revenge after evading will not recover HP, but if I take revenge after a dash, we still get the damage amp. So if I dodge an enemy attack, and it counts as me dodging the attack, which I don't really know what their system of like discovering that is, but Ninja has 3 dashes, so it's a lot easier for him to do that. Versus gradually amp physical by up to 30% while courage is in cooldown. So even if courage is on cooldown, which it has a 20-second cooldown, it ramps up and we get 30% instead of 45 while it's on cooldown. I think it takes like, what, 10 seconds? So you get like 10 seconds with nothing, 10 with 30, and then how long with... Yeah, 10 seconds with 45, 10 seconds with 30, 10 with none. Like, upgrading courage here is just really, really good. I don't know if it's worth modified revenge, considering that we'd have to be low on health and we get a max of 45%. You don't really feel revenge as much. You don't feel either of these, to be fair. It's just more number. It's number, go bigger. I'd rather take the one that's more consistent. Because honestly, we're evading attacks just by virtue of dashing around a lot and being really stupid. I don't know where I am anymore. He's hurting though. Ow, dude! Should have hit him. Yeah, you like that? You've got to do your ultimate soon, right? Oh, or not. Okay. I'm like, when is he going to go up in the middle of the screen and be all like, ah, and smash his body against the ground? I guess he's not. This one's kind of risky. I'm just going to do clones and stand back and wait for him to be done with the rocks. I gotta be really careful here. It's very... Oh, see, it's very easy for that to happen. Where I put myself into, like, a corner. And I screw myself. Whoop. Thank you. Who are we turning into? Skull Boy. Is that because we're gonna get... Yeah. Ow. Yeah. And then he does his... Then we're gonna get you doing your annoying crap. I touched that because I'm bad. Oh! You caught my jump? Cheeky, die. What do you mean you caught my jump? I thought I was far away enough. That was a great angle. Give me this. Get me out of here. We're free. I'm free! Free! Pick his nose. Pick his nose with the mouse. Alright, buddy. Let's get a nice, clean, easy first phase, eh? Or not, you could just do that. Yeah, you know how to be a little bit annoying, don't you? What's up? I appeared behind him and he was still attacking the other direction. Where did he go? I appeared behind you. Knives in hand, ready to stab. I think it's cute that you can see on the Master Ninja, he's got like 2 katana on his back, but he doesn't use them. He uses his like katana knives or whatever they are. Oh, Nelly. I am definitely losing control of my character. Dude, the health bar on that hand is not going up. Yeah, okay. This was a very silly run. If I had Orc, it would be, like, way more damage, but it would also be way more risky, because I was taking, like, 40 damage in the dad fight from just touching his spikes. If I was taking 80 damage from that, I might have gotten pretty... I wouldn't have died. I definitely came close to dying if I had Orc for that fight, though. But then again, it's hard to say, because having Orc in that situation means he dies faster. Maybe he didn't get a chance to put the spikes down in that version of the universe, you know? Either way, this was fun. I like this. I've been meaning to do a ninja run. Since the last time when we had ninja in the group, I was saying I should do one, and I'm really happy we got this. Ent would have been fine. He would have been okay. He would have been a little bit slower. He doesn't have ninjas, you know, arrive on the screen is clear. Arrive on the screen is clear factor. Bit like King, you know, just blitz everything. But he certainly would have hit really hard. Really hard. Yippee! I'm here. I think that's it. Ninja being Ninja, masterpiece. I'm glad we managed to get the Omen item in there. People complain that I don't use enough Omens. I just don't like them. I don't like the idea that I have to be wary that I'm gonna blow up and die that much easier. And honestly, the best way to deal with Omen is to have a bunch of defensive items like the Carlean Armor, Knight's Determination, things that can completely invalidate it. In fact, I'm pretty sure having the Carlean Armor all but completely stops most Omens from doing anywhere near as much scary stuff. There's some weird math going on there, but we discovered that a long time ago. It stops me from going completely Unga Bunga. And I like Unga Bunga, but with all of that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching Ryu Hayabusa destroy this map, and I will see you all again next time. Have a good one.